In our everyday lives, we interact with a lot of people every day. Some of these interactions are fun, like when you're hanging out with your friends, and some of these interactions are not as fun, like when you have a fight with your parents. We wonder if your stress levels are also affected by who you are talking to and who you are interacting with. Our research question, therefore, is, to what extent are an individual's stress levels affected by interacting with friends in comparison to interacting with strangers?
We came up with an experiment. Our experiment consisted of 2 questionnaires, one a very introductory one and one, well, we can say awkward. So our introductory one consisted of really simple questions like, what's your name, where are you from, what's your age, and then our awkward questions were like, have you farted today, or just questions like that.
Then we used the friend and stranger situation by asking our closest friends to come and do the project with us. And once they were plugged in the machine, and we went through all the questions that we had, the baseline and the awkward questions. And after that, Io entered into the room by saying, oh, I'm sorry, there's a microphone that's not working, it's not plugged yet, because there's 5 professors and psychology students listening to all these questions on the other side. So there was actually not real strangers, but then we made our friend think that they were. So we measured these stress levels in the first part of the experiment and in the second part of the experiment by asking them the same questions and comparing the 2.
The biosensor measures heart rate, temperature, galvanic skin activity, among other things, but we chose to only use the skin conductance measurement. So we hooked our participants up with 2 skin conductance sensors on their index fingers on both hands. Galvanic skin activity has been shown to be directly correlated with stress levels in people.
Applications of our research, one of which could be the stress levels of children when examined, and another could be stress levels of people being interviewed for a job. After we put the data into Weka, we found that Weka was able to predict in 82.5% of the cases whether someone was in the familiar condition or the strange condition. Since this level is way above 50%, we could assume that our hypothesis is confirmed. And thus our research was successful.